Now, this is a question I just got, and that is, paraphrasing it a bit, do you pay taxes on your DistroKid earnings? Short answer, yes. Long answer. Now, I want to say before I get into this, I'm a former accountant, but I'm not your accountant. Everybody's situation is different, so I do have to say that. Overall, though, it comes down to this, in case you don't know, for most people, when you get your paycheck at your job, you actually pay taxes during that paycheck period, right? So if you think about it, you get your check, you're like, oh, this amount of taxes got taken out, and then when tax season happens, you get money back. That's why everyone gets excited being like, oh, I just got a refund, I got X amount back. However, in some other cases though, you could be considered an independent contractor, for example, where you actually get the full amount of money and you owe taxes in tax season. There's two different ways. So like I said, you either pay taxes during that paycheck period and you get money back, or you don't pay taxes and you pay them later on during tax season. For 99% of musicians watching this video, what's gonna happen is when you get that money from DistroKid, it is not taxed. Let me repeat that. It is not taxed. That is something to keep in mind. So for example, let's say, and I'm just making this up, you are crushing it on DistroKid. You are getting, let's say 40K a year from your DistroKid earnings. And you're like, wow, I'm getting 40K a year from DistroKid. I'm just gonna only do DistroKid. I'm not gonna do any other jobs. I'm only gonna do music and do DistroKid. Well, keep in mind, you're gonna owe money at the end of the year, and it could be a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of different factors. This brings in things like write-offs and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. One, you do pay taxes on your DistroKid earnings. Like anything in life, any single time you make money, you have to pay taxes on it. But secondly, and more importantly, because a lot of people are not used to this, as opposed to a typical job where you get taxes taken out of that paycheck, so you don't really have to worry about the accounting as much, and you just get a lump sum back at the end of the year. When it comes to DistroKid, you will owe the government money and have to pay them during tax season. Like I said, I want to stress, I'm a former accountant, but I'm not your accountant. How much you're gonna owe depends. You might not even owe money. Maybe it might kind of mitigate out with the amount of money you've paid in taxes so far. So your tax refund you get might not be, I'm making this up, $1,000. It might be only $900 because that extra $100 is gonna go towards the amount that you owe for DistroKid. It does get really tricky. There's a lot of complicated math that comes into play. That's why I always suggest getting a tax accountant, because they can truly understand, looking at everything, your exact situation.